and welcome into Getting Help from Uncle Sam. You know, in 2010, there was a governor's race in the state of Alabama. When we looked at the candidates, there's one that stood above all the others, and it's one that we chose to back. That was the good news. The bad news, he didn't make it at that time, but thank God he stayed active in politics. And that young man was Bradley Byrne, who is now Congressman Bradley Byrne, 1st Congressional District out of the Mobile area. And how long have you been up in that seat right now?
It's my 6th year.
6th year. Boy, does time fly, huh?
It really does, yeah.
Yeah. And you have no worse for the wear.
No worse for the wear.
And I know that it's probably a whole different world up there, isn't it?
You know, it is very different. I tell people all the time, Washington's more than Montgomery times 50. It's like a different universe.
Yes.
There's so many people, so many things, and the issues are like never ending. But when you get down to the basics, it's taking care of the people of the United States, upholding the Constitution and protecting the people. That's really what it is.
Well, the word says it. You are a representative.
Correct.
So you've got to be representing something.
Right.
And we know in your case you've always represented the people of your district.
Yeah, that's what's most important. I mean, when the founders put together the Constitution, they saw the House as the people's house. It's a place where they had to be the most responsive to people, running every 2 years. And it's where they knew that the actual will of the popular folks in America would be felt. So I take my job very seriously. I'm supposed to reflect the views of the people of Southwest Alabama, and I think I do.
Well, and now I was very delighted to hear about 2 months ago, your name came up to be running for the Senate seat.
That's right.
As our viewers know, there's 2 senators in the state of Alabama. For many years, Jeff Sessions was our guy, along with Richard Shelby.
Right.
And then we lost out on the last go-around.
Right.
But now we need somebody like you back in that position.
Well, you're kind to say that. We elected a guy named Doug Jones to replace Jeff Sessions. I know Doug Jones. I like him personally, but he does not reflect the values of the people of the state of Alabama. His policy positions don't reflect it. We need somebody that's going to wake up every day and say, I am the senator for Alabama.
Right.
I represent Alabama. I'm supposed to take care of Alabama citizens, make sure that their views are adequately represented and actually fought for up here. So I did not see that from Senator Jones, and I made what for me was a hard decision to leave my House seat, because I love my House seat, and to go to Washington, D.C. and be the senator for Alabama.
But it's very necessary.
Oh, it's critically important.
I mean, it's critical. We are at a critical juncture in our government. And I've been around a little longer than you. I've probably got maybe 10 years on you. But when we talk to people, we've never seen it the way it is in this day and age. And what do you think is the biggest problem out there right now?
There's a fundamental breakdown in values.
Yes.
I mean, it's fundamental. The values that you see being portrayed in Washington, D.C. are not our values in Alabama. Now, I think our values in Alabama are similar to the values of most everybody around the United States.
Pretty much, yes.
But clearly from what you see up there right now with people who are calling themselves socialists, pushing socialist policies, we've got to go up there and fight for our values. We'll succeed, I have no doubt about it.
Yes.
But you can't just be passive about it in order to win this. We've got to go actively fight for our values. If we do that, they're American values, I think the American people will stand with us.
And of course, I think one of the things that's top of mind with most people right now is the problem with immigration.
Yeah.
I mean, and I've said it all along. I said, you know what? We've had the laws.
Yeah.
Why don't we just take care of the law, obey the law, and do what the law says?
Well, we need to do that, but we do need to change some of the laws.
Yes.
And let me give you an example. It's actually a tragic example. About 3 weeks ago, a 49-year-old woman in Mobile, mother of 2, a teacher, was killed in a head-on collision. The driver of the other vehicle was a 17-year-old from Guatemala. He came here illegally, got appointed one of those lawyers, claimed asylum. Now, there's no way he was entitled to asylum, but he claimed it because under our law, they would give him a court date and turn him loose. That's all he wanted to do, turn loose. He never showed up for his court date. He never intended to get asylum. But by being turned loose in American society, he hoped he could escape and just go around free in American society. He killed somebody. So our laws are going to have to be changed. But first and foremost, you have to start with the idea it's our responsibility to protect the American people. To do that, you have to protect the border.
So for our viewers' perspective, if they want to learn more about you,
Yeah.
how do we go about doing that?
It's real simple.
Okay.
You just go online and type in BradleyByrne.com. BRADLEY
That's right.
.com.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, good.
And then, of course, keep track of what's going on
Yeah.
in your campaign. You need to do your homework. Years ago, like I said, when I first met this guy, I didn't just automatically say, he seems nice. I did my homework. And like I say, I was delighted to hear you coming back.
Thank you.
And best of luck. You're going to do great.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
And
it.
just remember this, as we said, that election is going to be coming up. Before you know it, do your homework, but make sure that we put the right people to represent us the way we need to be represented. And we'll be right back right after this.